Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to our course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So, in a previous lecture, we have started a topic Introduction to R. So, I hope you understand what is R, why do we require R, what are the features of R, how R help us to improve your business, and what are the software that are required in order to use R. So, these are the things that we have discussed in last lecture. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss more details about R. So today we discuss about what are the data types available in R, what are the operators in R, and how to declare a variable in R. So we start from very basic. First of all, utility commands. What are the different utility commands in R? These utility commands are very much useful. That will tell you how to set a current directory, how to set current working directory, how to fetch in which directory we are, because whenever we need to use that particular R, we will create our own folder where we'll store all the files. So in that case you need to set that particular folder as a working directory. So suppose you want to check what is your current working directory, so you require a command. Suppose you want to set your directory, so you require a command. So these many things are there, how to clear the screen, how to get out of that R. So the related to this we have various utility command. So very first utility command is a set working directory. This is a basic command available in R in order to set a working directory. So here I have mentioned it for both Windows and Linux. So the command is same, set working directory. Only in Windows you are going to use forward slash, and in case of Linux you are using a backward slash. Suppose in home Nisarga sir desktop R data. R data is a folder that I have created on my desktop, and I need to set as a current working directory where I need to store all my data. So this is how I can set the path for folder by using set working directory. This is for Windows, and for Linux only I need to replace this forward slash command forward slash with a backward slash, and same command will work for the Linux. Then next command is a get working directory. First of all, I don't know what is my working directory, so for that purpose you need to use a simple command get working directory. So suppose I click this command get working directory, so I got this as a output. That means my R data is a folder that is set as a current working directory. Then next command is a dir command, which lists the content of current working directory. Suppose I need to see what are the objects or what are the files which are present in my current directory, so I can use dir command. Then next one is a data command. It lists all example datasets currently loaded in the package. What are the inbuilt dataset that is available in R, that you can see by using this particular command data. Suppose I need to load a dataset. One of the inbuilt dataset available in R is a air passenger, means it is a dataset about passengers of airline. So that is a inbuilt dataset available in R. Suppose I need to load that dataset in my environment, so I can use this particular command data in bracket air passenger. So what is the use of this? It helps to load the dataset air passenger in a R environment. So this is again another utility command. Then here suppose I need to check what are the first rows, means first top 5 rows, means top rows from the air passenger dataset. So I can use head command. So head in bracket air passenger, it show me a top rows from that dataset air passenger. Similarly, suppose I need to display rows which are present at the bottom. So for that purpose I need to use tail. Its terminology is same, head and tail, as its name suggests. Then another command is available, summary. So it will summarize how many records are there, how many columns are there, attributes are there, so number of records present in that particular data set. So all this detail I can get with the help of this summary command. Then next one is library. This is again important command in the R. Library command, it will list all the available packages. What are the packages available in R, that will be shown with the help of this command library. Again in this case, suppose I want to load a package, a specific package, for example base, so I can load it by using this particular library command. How? Library in bracket base. So it will help me to load the package called as a base. Suppose I need to install a new package which is not available in your directory, so for that purpose you can use install.packages in bracket base. So it helps to install a new package. Okay, because inbuilt few packages are available, but still if you want to use a new package you need to use this command. Then how to print a particular variable or a message in terminal, so you can use print x, print object x on the terminal. And in order to get quit from the R, or in order to get out of this R, you have to use this function q. It will quit the current R session. So these are the various utility command that you can use in R. Now next one is data types. What are the data types available in R? First one is a integer, that already you are familiar. Raw data type is there, logical is there, such as a true false, sorry, logical data types is also there. Logic less than, greater than, sorry, relational operator, logical operator is there, logical and is there, complex data type is there, numeric is there for floating type of data. Also we have character type of data. So these are the various data types available in R. So let's check it with the help of example. So very first, integer. So first data type available in R is a integer. So here suppose I assign this variable v is equals to 2l. Suppose I print the class of that, it show me as a integer. So integer is one of the data type. Another data type is a complex. Suppose I have this complex number 3 plus 2i, so that I can store directly to variable 2 plus 5i. See, in case of R, there is no need to declare a variable, just like in C, C++, Java. Before using that particular variable, we need to declare with particular data type. But in this case, there is no need to declare a variable. Directly you can assign the value, and then later on you can check the data type. So in this case data type is integer, in this case data type is a complex. Next is a logical. In case of logical operator, you have true and false, so you can set a boolean value for true and false. And suppose you check the class, see, this is a basic command to check what type of variable it is, what is data type. Print class of v, so it gives a value as a logical. Similarly numeric, it is used for storing a floating point data, so numeric is another data type. Then next one is a character data. In order to store character type of data, we have character data type. And raw data, it's a combination, you can say hexadecimal, means here you can see combination of digits and character, just like hexadecimal. So you can have raw data type also. So these are the data types in R. So data types are not that much important in R, because there is no need to declare a variable by specific data type, but only for the sake of information, you should know what are the data types available in R. So the next topic is so my next topic is so now the next topic is what are the variables in R. It provides us variable providers with a name storage that our program can manipulate. See, variable in order to declare a variable in R, you need to follow the various convention that we'll discuss with the help of this particular example. So here we can take an example so that you will understand how to declare a variable, what are the rules that you need to follow. So in this case, first example is var underscore name 2 dot. So before discussing the various example, I want to tell you that in case of R, you can declare a variable by using a character, as you can use alphabet, you can use a digit, you can use a underscore, you can use a dot operator also, but you cannot use a special character in declaration of variable. So one additional thing that you should know in case of R, in this case dot is also allowed. So in C, C++ or Java, dot is not allowed in a variable declaration. Underscore is allowed, but in case of R, one additional thing is that here dot is allowed for declaration of variable. So here in case of R, you can declare your variable with the help of alphabets as well as digits, as well as a underscore and a dot. Suppose I declare a variable var underscore name 2 dot. So it's a valid variable. Why is it so? Because it has letter, number, dot and underscore. but var underscore name percent, it is an invalid one. Why? Because in this case percent is a special character which is not allowed. In case of R, only dot and underscore is allowed. Now third one is 2 var underscore name. So 2 is a digit, and a variable cannot be started with a digit, so it's a invalid one. So this is the same rule as that of C, C++ and Java, but here our variable can start with underscore also as well as a dot also. Here you can see, sorry, not underscore is not allowed for starting, but dot is allowed. Okay, so dot var underscore name, this is a valid one because it can start with a dot operator. Okay, but dot should not be followed by a number, but after dot means dot 1 is not allowed. Okay, just like that here dot 2 is not allowed. Dot is allowed for declaration of variable, you can use it at the start, but after dot digit should not be there. Suppose you have provided digit, then it's a invalid one. And you cannot start your variable with underscore, you can start your variable with dot, but you cannot start your variable with a underscore, so this is an invalid one. So I hope you understand how to declare a variable. Directly we are using the variable in R, but still you should know how to declare a variable, what are the rules that you need to follow while declaration of a variable. Then next one is you should know what are the operators in R, what are the different operators used in R. So R support various kinds of operators such as arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator and miscellaneous operator. So first of all, arithmetic operator, that you already familiar with, plus, minus, multiplication, division. So here modulus operator is represented by double percent. In most of the languages we found that percent is used for modulus operator, but in case of R, double percent is used for representing a modulus operator. So here percent slash percent, so it is a integer division, it is used for integer division. And then this caret sign is used for exponential. Then relational operator is there, such as less than, greater than, double equals to, this is what less than equals to, greater than equals to and not equals to. Similarly we have logical operators such as and, or, not, logical and, logical or. Then in case of R, assignment operator is arrow. This arrow is used for the assignment. Mostly we are going to use this particular arrow, this arrow for assignment operator. Then miscellaneous operator, colon is there, percent in, percent star, this. So these are the various operators which are available in R. Then these are few examples for addition. You can do like this: 2 plus 3 5, addition, subtraction. This is for mod, multiplication, division and exponential. So these are the various operators are available in R. So I hope you understand all topic that we have discussed today. So today we discuss what are the data types in R, what are the operators available in R, and how to declare a variable in R. So in the next lecture we are going to discuss about what are the objects available in R. So sometimes that object is also called as a data type, such as vector, list, data frame, matrix, array. All these are considered as a R objects. So that we are going to discuss in next lecture. Thank you.